Okay, hello. Today, I'm going to show you what we have in our house currently because we've just moved into a new house and we pretty much for the last 5 to 6 weeks that we were in our old place, we spent maybe $30 a week on vegetables and dairy things that we just need. So fresh produce, and we basically ate through our freezer. So we've been shopping at Costco now for about a year and some other places to get bulk goods. And I've just been trying to make as much food as I can from scratch. So things like bread, we never buy bread anymore. I make all of our bread. Vanilla. I should think of more things, but that's all I got right now. Anyway, I just want to take you through, first of all, what the freezer is like right now, what we have, because we're pretty much starting from scratch as far as meat goes. And then I'm going to take you through what we've got from Costco. Okay, so the first freezer is here in this fridge. So this is our main freezer. So this is where I like to keep either ingredients that I need to cook with on a pretty regular basis or like quick meals that we want to get out. So I have a system now to do individually served freezer meals that we can pull out. The reason we do them individually and not as like a whole dish or something is because often we want to eat different things. So it's just me and my husband, but we don't always want to eat the same thing, and we don't want to have 8 servings of something that we then have to have multiple dinners and multiple lunches for. If we were a bigger family, of course, it would make sense to package things in big lots, but it's just the two of us, so this way we get to eat whatever we feel like, whenever. So I'll show you what's in here at the moment. Okay. So this top drawer is where I keep all of my sort of ingredient things. So what I do is I freeze things. Like this is ginger. These are all like frozen little pucks of ginger. I buy a big knob of ginger at once and I food process it down and then freeze it. I do the same thing with garlic. This is all my garlic. I do the same thing again with, this is lemon zest. There's more garlic. These are bigger portions of garlic if I'm cooking a larger meal. Bay leaves. I used to think that bay leaves had no taste until my mum told me to keep them in the freezer. So I've got chilies in here that I use for cooking. This is extra yeast. I put half of my yeast in a glass airtight jar, and then I put the rest of it in the freezer to keep it fresh, so I don't have too much out at one time. Lemongrass paste. This is chopped up bacon. So often I will cook a really big portion of bacon, that I will cut it up and freeze it, and I use it for quiches or little breakfast things. This is parsley. I bought at the last place I didn't have, my parsley plants were all going to seed, so I went and bought a big lot of parsley, but I couldn't use it all at once, so I chopped it up and froze it. And this, wow, okay, this is lemon juice, and again, all frozen into little pucks. So that is my sort of ingredients section. Next drawer down, ice cream. Okay, cool. These are individual meals. This is actually tuna mornay with rice. And before you ask me why it's with rice, because that's how we always had it. These are dumplings. These were made by hand. Josh and I painstakingly went through and folded all of those. So that's filling. That's something that we use the pork mince for, is making that dumpling filling. And then pak choy and a bunch of other like soy sauce and Shaoxing wine and that kind of thing. That's pretty empty. Oh, and there's just chicken tenders in there as well. That's pretty empty. And then here, this is lemon juice. I will make lemon butter out of this. Then this is heaps of banana bread. I had a whole bunch of bananas that I bought that were about to go off, so I made 2 big loaves of banana bread, but now we're still eating through it. And then this is vegetable scraps, so onions, carrots, celery, and like herb stalks and things like that. That is for chicken stock, because I'm going to make chicken stock very soon. So that is the kitchen freezer. So then our next freezer is in here. I might turn the light on. Oh, this light, there we go. Our next freezer is in, so this is the kitchen behind me. It's in this little hallway here. We previously kept this in our garage, in our last place. We don't have a garage here, so we've had to get a bit creative. And this space is like kind of awkward. So it's here, which is nice and convenient. It just doesn't look very nice. So anyway, I'll go through what's in here and then we'll start filling it up with some of the things we got from Costco. So in here we have vegetables. Actually, I'll start with these. These are breakfast burritos. I normally make, what is it, like 16 of these at a time. So these ones have chorizo in them, but most of the time I make them with bacon. I might try making them with mince next time. We have carrots. These are chopped big like they would go in a soup. I have some more lemon juice pucks here as well because I actually got given some lemons from a co-worker, which was really awesome. These are like stir-fried capsicum, like they're in slices, not diced. I have some jalapenos still left. I got them at a farmer's market. I got 2 kilos of them. And then I have these packages of celery, diced. Oh, and there's more carrots down here, also diced. So normally what I do is I buy a big lot of celery, a big lot of carrot, and I will dice it all up and then freeze it. And so when it comes to cooking, it's really easy. That's spinach. I'll probably use that in a recipe at some point. I have this big bag of raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries. More lemon zest. This is homemade hot sauce. I use this and I make green enchiladas, and it's really, oh, that's split. Oh well. Yeah, I do like a big lot of hot sauce. I freeze them all in these containers, and this container is the perfect size to make 2 enchilada recipes, which is normally about 16 servings. So I make that at one time, and then I portion it all up and put it in the freezer. More carrots. Definitely don't need carrots. Green beans. I don't think I'll buy the Costco ones again. The only thing I don't really like about them is the fact that they're really, really, really long and they're kind of annoying. So I think I'll get the ones from Aldi next. This is bread flour, which I have bought some more bread flour because this is not very much left. And then I've got plain flour. That was a 25 kilo bag. I think that 25 kilos will probably last me about 12 months, I would think. This is diced onions. So I bought a huge 5 kilo bag of onions from Costco before they went bad. I diced them all up and froze them, which is really nice. It's super convenient. Instead of having to dice onions every single time I want to cook, or, you know, it goes for garlic, goes for celery, carrot, I can just pull it all out of the freezer and it's already pre-diced for me, which makes things super convenient. And this bag here has one little 500 gram bag of chicken breast in it, which is all the meat that we have. So it's not the emptiest freezer in the world, but as far as like what we're used to, that is pretty empty. We did a really good job of eating through the meat and eating through most of the things that we would otherwise have had in there. I did like a huge stock take, and then it was like a bit of a challenge trying to figure out what recipes to make sure that we ate through the freezer as best as possible, which just made it easy when we moved. So for the Costco haul, I'm going to try and do the meats first, and then I'm going to put them away. So we got, sorry about the mess. If you remember, we're moving right now. So everything is everywhere. Nothing is completely unpacked. Things are a bit of a mess. Anyway, we got 4 kilos of beef mince, 4 kilos of ground pork. So this, like, you know, bolognese, taco meat, lots and lots of things. And then also the pork mince, you know, we do dumplings, we could do lasagna. Also, we could do a mixture for bolognese and red sauces, like red meat sauces. So this is something that we go through quite a bit. So 4 kilos of each, that should last us 3 months. For rotisserie chicken, the reason that I got this rotisserie chicken, first of all, they're a really good price at Costco. I will pick all the meat off this chicken. I will freeze that meat for use in a recipe later, and then I'll use the bones to make chicken stock so that I can have chicken stock back in the freezer because we've run out of that. I got a packet of 6 cream cheeses. I took the wrapper off, but that came as a pack. So I'm just going through the meat first. I don't know why I went all the cold stuff first. We got a Boston pork butt. I have never bought this before. I have bought the pork shoulder. This is a slightly better price, but it has a big fat cap on it. So I'm hoping that I might be able to render the lard and do something with that, but I'm not sure exactly what I'll use that for yet. But I would like to do pulled pork of some kind. I got these butters. Now, normally I don't buy butter from Costco because I can get it for a better price at Aldi, but this, they were on sale today. So these actually worked out quite a bit cheaper than Aldi, so I got 2 of them. I don't think that this will last us 3 months, but it might last us 2 months. Tray of chicken breast, tray of chicken thighs. I'll split that up and package it into smaller quantities. 1 fresh whole chicken that we'll use for Christmas dinner. Mozzarella, 2 things of mozzarella cheese and 2 big blocks of sharp cheddar cheese. And I think that this will be enough cheese for us for 3 months between these 2 types of cheeses. Now, I do really like the Costco Parmigiano Reggiano, but we still have a block and a bit in the fridge, so I didn't buy that this time, which is really good because it's quite expensive. So let me just put this cold stuff away and then I'll keep going. Okay, now that the cold things are away, this is what else we got from Costco. Paprika. I was totally out of paprika, so got that restocked. Oreos. Josh loves Oreos just to eat. This takes a bit of pressure off when I haven't cooked anything sweet for the house, but we normally have some sort of cookie or slice or dessert in the house at all times. But I also use these a lot for bases for things like cheesecakes or, different baked goods. I have here 2 packs of 8 tortillas. So this is 32 tortillas here. We will eat about 32 tortillas over the next 3 months. So that is no problem. White sugar. I was running out of sugar. I think I have like the tiniest little bit left. So that's just to restock there. Bread flour. Let me just move this. This is the highest protein flour that I can find at Costco. I think there is a bread flour at Woolworths that is a little bit more protein than this one, but it's a bit more expensive. So this is a really good price and it seems to work really great for bread. So I have no bread in the house at the moment. I will definitely make some more sandwich bread in the next couple of days. Avocado oil. Oh my goodness. I keep opening these drawers because I lean on them. Okay. I get why people like them. Like, they're nice because they have no handles and stuff, but oh my goodness, I can't help but lean on them, and so they always open. Avocado oil is almost out of this. I use this as my really high smoke point neutral oil, or I often use this in cooking as well because it's neutral. Hot sauce. We had previously bought Tapatio from Costco. We really liked that, but this time we got Cholula. Olive oil, almost out of olive oil. Wing and rib sauce, Yoshida's. Never had this before. Josh says he remembers it and he says it's really good. Ruffles. We don't eat too many chips, but these have got to be like our favorite flavor. I bought a bag of limes. So I'm making salad tonight. I'm going to do like a Mexican rice bowl for Josh with pico de gallo and black beans, and lime will go really nicely with that. But the other reason that I got this is because I'm going to make a key lime pie. I've never made a key lime pie before, but I'm going to make that for Christmas dessert. And then whatever limes I don't use, I will do the same thing that I did with the lemons, where I zest them, juice them, and then freeze it in little portions so that I can use it for recipes going forward. 30 eggs. This will not last us 3 months, but normally you can't buy more than 1 of these at Costco at a time, so may as well get them. And then a couple of last things. Oat milk. Now, I like cow milk. I do like the taste of oat milk, but I would prefer to eat cow milk normally. Josh loves oat milk, so we always get 2 of these, and 2 of these does last us about 3 months. I think at the moment we have 1 left, 1 box. So these boxes contain 6 bottles of oat milk. So, and then the last 3 things we bought, I bought 5 kilos of onions because we go through heaps of onions. As you would have seen, we do still have some in the freezer, so we can use these fresh, or I'll start a new freezer bag of them. And then I've got 5 kilos of brushed potatoes. I had previously been buying the washed potatoes, but I get the feeling that they go bad faster, or at least they're more exposed to the light because they don't have any dirt on them. So I'm trying the brushed potatoes this time and seeing if they last a little bit better, but we will see. So anyway, that's the Costco haul. So that's just basically to tell you, oh, so I should tell you as well, I think that's everything. That trip with all that meat cost $590. Now, obviously we restock different things at different times, but I worked it out. If we were to divide that cost over the 12 weeks, it's about $43 a week. So I don't think, like, it's a really big investment upfront for sure. But the way that we'll use these things over the next 12 weeks will make it worthwhile. So yeah, that's really exciting. Anyway, just want to show you how we do our Costco hauls, what they look like, what we prioritize, and yeah, you'll see how I cook with all these ingredients going forward. Okay, bye. Well, in case you haven't noticed, I do not have this whole video outro thing down yet. So while I'm rambling and saying goodbye, I wanted to leave you with some footage of how we manage the bulk meat. We weigh it into either 500 or 1 kilo bags, and we freeze it separately so that it's easy to pull out and defrost once I know what we're going to cook with it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you stick around for the next one.